Conscience plays a key role in our identity. The way one acts can directly affect the way one's conscience is developed, either good or bad. This is why conscience is a necessity for human development. Well, I found this hidden gem of a song called Religion Project Part 1? What? By Smellies and Grass is very cool. Man, sounds like good names. It showcases why a conscience is essential to human life and growth. So let's analyze the best song ever. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I need a rap for my religion project. Our conscience is not an object. It's essential for human maturity, not like objects such as an ice cream McFlurry. Okay, so in these lines, this showcases the essentiality of conscience to humans, as that is what helps them mature in life, allowing individuals to determine what is right and wrong in situations. What the heck? He contrasts a McFlurry and conscience as one is insignificant to human life, merely an inauthentic object that's replaceable, whereas the other is important, a need for development, like a family, irreplaceable. Yo, his conscience is most man's secret core and sanctuary. Shout out to Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. I'm rapping like this is morally right for me.
The goal of instruction is love from a pure heart, a conscious and sincere faith.
In this line, this is just a reference to the Catechism, 1776. This part is significant if we use a house analogy. A sanctuary can be interpreted as a home, as it is for safety, a necessity. Considering that your conscience is your sanctuary, it is your call to upgrade your house in every natural disaster, like a moral situation. In order to stabilize yourself, rebuilding your home after every accident can create a habit for you and your character to always do what stabilizes your conscience. Considering that the sanctuary is ours, considering to upgrade or rot our house is solely up to us, making it authentic to a person. Also, below this line, there are references to religion, as Jesus and his family are being shouted out. And below this line, there's also a relation to morality and conscience, as he says he's doing what is morally right for him, choosing between right and wrong, and choosing what would be ethical to his conscience. Down here though, this is a reference to the scripture 1 Timothy 1:5 and 19. This relates to conscience, as it proves that conscience is an essentiality to life, as it is a goal of instruction. In order to achieve a good conscience, you need to understand what is right and wrong. Then you need to build a habit to engrave the differences into your brain. And most importantly, actually present yourself in right and wrong situations and choose the most ethical, as this develops your conscience. It's like actively recalling and studying for a test. You're not going to pass if you don't study. If conscience is trained, this will allow the agency of individuals to be more authentic, correlating to becoming an authentic person.
Holding on to faith.
F-150, my F-150 goes like 0 miles per hour, but low-key my conscience is moving like blah 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 because it does good. Then I was morally wrong, like Edward, like I should.
Alright, so in this line, there's an allusion here which showcases that his conscience does right than wrong like LeBron. But here, a more significant allusion, as it references Edward from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Edward is a boy from a broken family. After his dad's abandonment, his mother dies. This would prompt Edward to use forbidden alchemy with his brother to resurrect his mother.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace, man. Ultimately, this would go against Edward's favor, leaving his brother's soul trapped, bodiless, in an armored suit. Like, that's so sad, bro. A new goal set in mind for Edward makes it his mission to retrieve his brother's body by using a Philosopher's Stone. A Philosopher's Stone is a powerful tool that can create anything into thin air, going against the values of an alchemist. In order to create one, a bunch of humans need to be sacrificed. Edward figures this out during his journey and denies the method of sacrifice. Considering Edward a protagonist, he is constantly fighting bad guys, building a habit of doing what is right rather than wrong, to grow his character. This would then, in return, train his conscience to where he becomes a righteous and authentic person. He's dignified to put strangers' needs first than his blood-related brother. This shows that Edward does not fight bad guys, all for glory and reputation, but for a realer and honorable cause, for people. Mister, please don't dock off marks from me. If your ears were trained enough, you would have heard this.
A person knows that he has through his conscience.
This relates to conscience, as after you done wrong, you are put into another situation as a means of redemption. This would ultimately help train your conscience as you are given another attempt to pick the correct answer. Then, picking the right answer after every wrong will create a habit of picking what is right then wrong. The act of praying makes one an authentic being, as that is where we are most vulnerable with God. We speak the truth to God to strengthen conscience from the burden we trust. Yo, why this beat ruining my lyrics, bro? I gotta turn it off. It's like my broken conscience.
Hey, bro, I'm robbing the store.
That's just one example because robbing stores is bad.
Conscience is a place where we hold ourselves in our own.
Yo, all right. So this quote, what? Yo, this relates to my textbook. On page 52, this quote reveals This quote reveals the choices we choose are all authentic, as we have the power to dictate our agency. If we choose to build a habit of picking what is right, this allows our conscience to develop, making us more prone to identify the right instead of the wrong.
Yes, sir.
This song was genuinely a masterpiece. While listening to it on my bed, with my belly on the bed, this made me reflect on a time in my life where my conscience played a big role in my acts. So there was this one time where me and my mom were going to line up to check out. As the line was sort of broken, we had no idea who was in line or not, but I figured out where the line started. As I was the only one who knew, my mom lined up in the middle of the line. As an individual who's trying to do better every day, I had an option of choosing what's right or wrong. Wanting to build a habit of good, to develop my conscience, I told my mom where the line actually starts, saving others behind us of their time, but wasting my time, because I couldn't watch Squid Game Season 3 on release. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry after this religion project. I'm done.